Good morning and welcome to Mrs. Bell's Sweet Treats and More. This is my YouTube channel. I'm trying to be careful not to touch something hot. It's not hot. Welcome to Monday Moments, and I welcome you to another episode of cooking. Something that I truly enjoy. I am, of course, Mrs. Bell's, and today I had some puff pastry in the freezer. I had the individual ones. I'm going to bring the box out in a sec. But I've already put them, the minis, into my muffin tin, and I'm going to make just some puff pastry spinach. And I'm going to start, I've already browned my bacon, and I really tried not to eat the browned pieces because I enjoy bacon. Everybody can't eat it or don't like it or whatever. You can absolutely leave it out of the recipe. I enjoy bacon, so I'm adding bacon to mine. I've already cooked it, as I said, and I have some of a little bit, just a tiny bit of the oil here because I drained it. I'm going to add some butter to this, and I'm just going to saute. I have here some milk, and of course the ingredients are in the link. I'm going to add all of this. I also have spinach that I have drained and I've wrung out. I had some frozen spinach in the freezer. So I'm going to go ahead and get started in just a moment. I'm missing some utensils. Be right back. Okay, I'm sauteing I have red pepper, some shallots, and red onion. And I'm going to add some garlic. Just a little bit. My definition of it, a little bit. And I'm just going to saute it to get that flavor out. Be right back. Okay, now I'm going to add some butter. I'm going to make a little bit of a roux. It smells so good. It smells like I'm really doing something. So I'm going to stir this butter, and let it melt in. And then I'll be back. So I am going to add my cheese. I had some parmesan and I had some cheddar. But I also have some mozzarella. So I think I'm going to add that as well. I try to see what I have in my fridge and try to use that up. So I'm going to keep stirring this. It is getting quite thick. And the red peppers, you can kind of see them. Well, I don't know if you can see them peeking through. And you see how thick? Okay. I feel like I could just take that and eat it myself. Eat it by itself. Okay, so I'm going to add my spinach. I had some frozen spinach in the freezer. And I'm just going to stir this together, and then I'll be right back. Okay, here's where I have it. And you can see it's quite thick. And I'm going to add just a little bit of my bacon and stir. And I'm going to taste it because I think the butter was salty and the cheese was salty. So you can salt to taste. Mm. 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 That is good. I turn my fire off. I'm gonna add some pepper. I like pepper. And I add a little salt. And I'm gonna start adding. Now I'm not making, making 6 because that's what I have, but I'm gonna save the rest for a treat for myself for another time. If you're using the Puff Pastry, the sheets, the filling will fill one of those sheets. And there'll still be a little bit left over depending on how high you put your spinach in there. So I'm adding, I love the filling. And those are my 6. And then I'm gonna add my bacon to the top of that. And of course, if you don't want bacon, or don't like bacon, it's up to you. I like bacon. You can also add mushrooms to this. I'm making this for someone and they don't particularly, they like mushrooms okay, but they're not a fan so much. So I'm not gonna add mushrooms to this, but you can certainly chop them up, saute them with your other goodies, your peppers and onion. I used a little bit of red onion because I had some in my freezer, and I used a small shallot, medium shallot. You can mix it any way you want. I also had some peppers in my freezer, so I went ahead and added a little bit of red pepper. So here we are. And I'm gonna put this in the oven and we'll be right back. So here is our delicious spinach and bacon and cheese. Oh, it's so good. I already tasted the inside. Get a little bit of bacon. Together we could do this. It's nice and flaky with the crust. Oh my goodness. This is so tasty. I hope you get to make it. And if you do any modifications, let me know. Together we can do this. You have a good one and I'll see you next time.